Hi guys, good morning. Trust you're keeping well. How have you guys been? You're welcome to my channel. If it's your first time joining me, my name is chimereulukwu and I'm filming from Abuja, Nigeria to my regulars. Thank you so much for keeping through. So today's video, I know you're expecting me to put a part 2, right, of the planning your wedding series, but I decided to put this video out here because this is actually the time that people get into resume work in big fours, consulting. So I just thought, to put out these tips before they start. Yes, so don't be offended, I'll still put your video, but let people who need this get it. So today, what are we discussing? Something very interesting. I'm going to be giving out tips to those starting their career in the big four consulting firms, big four professional services firm rather, or general consulting, what to expect and how do you thrive in your career there. So for those who do not know, the big four, when you talk about big four, they are the 4 largest professional services firms in the world. But we also have normal consulting firms who have mid-tier, and you'd actually need to have the same knowledge or the same skills to thrive in those settings. So first things first, if you are joining any of these firms as a first year entry, like this is entry level, you're just joining as an associate or you're joining as an intern, whatever, you're just joining in the firm, what do you expect and how do you ensure that you thrive in your career there? The first things first is expect to get into the game immediately. So the big 4 firms are not places you go to and think that, I would just chill for the first 1 month and 2 months before things get into the groove. No, man, don't be surprised, there are already engagements waiting for you before you join the firm. Yes, I can authoritatively tell you this because next 2 months is my 3rd year in big 4 in Nigeria here. Yes, so I don't know, I believe that it should be the same thing all over the world, but then some of my experiences would be based off of my points, rather based off my experiences here in Nigeria. So just know that you just get into the game immediately. There's no resting points. Yes, you can come in, have some onboarding sessions, have some trainings and all, but you'll be involved immediately. You'll be added to teams immediately. You'll be added to engagements immediately to do one thing or the other. So it's not like civil service. It's not like you're going to come here and maybe your own responsibilities to stamp. No, you get into the real work immediately. But I think this is actually good because it gives you exposure quickly to learn new things, because to actually meet up with this kind of jobs, you have to learn very quickly. You have to keep researching, be exposed to a network of millennials who are knowledgeable. You learn from them, and man, the prestige is also a good thing. So don't worry, just know it's normal when you just get in and you're already added to far. In fact, my experience was I joined the firm I started my career in. When I joined at busy season. So immediately I joined, I just had a few hours onboarding session that day. And at the next day, I was already allocated to an engagement, right? But when you join in at the beginning of the financial year, which is good, you might now have a longer period of training and all. But I had to learn everything in the client's office, like, just let's be thanking God. But generally, expect to get into the groove immediately. Second point is you need to always put yourself out there. So I know that normally when you're in school, people are trained to always be calm, be quiet. When they want to pick prefects there or class monitor, they look for the very quiet person. That's the person they will now come and make prefect. Real life is not like that, man. Even if you were such a quiet person and you finished your first class, you're quiet and you finished your ICANN, people don't really know. People don't really care, except they know that, or they know what you know. They know that you know, basically in the big 4 firms. People don't really know. Everybody's intelligent. So what makes you unique? What makes you different? Why should we be happy with you? Why should we work with you more than your other colleagues if you don't give us any value, So learn to put yourself out there in meetings, learn to contribute, make meaningful contributions, right? It's not like there's a need to just keep talking without, it's not like that, but ensure that people know you, that when you open your mouth, the content that comes is something of value. when you're in trainings and they ask questions and you know it, why not answer the questions confidently? So you need to, that will help you to boost your confidence. Actually, you need to actually be confident in the big four firms generally, because everybody who gets in there is good. If you're looking for first class, maybe like 70% of people working there made the first class. Some of them did their master's self out of the country. You know, so most people are qualified accountants, especially those who did accounting in their first degree. So they always wanted to be accountants, apart from people, you know, Big Four actually employs people who have different backgrounds from accounting and train them, yeah. But as some people who already knew, like me, I did accounting in school, so I already knew what I wanted to do right from time. I wanted to be an accountant right from time. So generally, you shouldn't be intimidated. So don't, maybe when they ask a question and you have an idea, you know what this thing should be. If somebody to contribute, you shouldn't sit down there and answer saying, oh, this person finished the first class, got chartered at 19, this and that, am I qualified? Are you sure I'm not gonna make a mistake? And no, don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's how you learn. One thing you should never do is say, oh, no idea. There's nothing like no idea. You should have an idea of something, even though your idea might not be the correct thing. But learn to be expressive, learn to put yourself out there. When they say, oh, we need people to do this, we need people to do that, there are some firm contribution things that you can join the training team. There are different teams that you can actually join apart from your normal core work. Learn to put yourself out there. Let people feel your impact wherever you are. Yes. Number 3, be desperate for knowledge, right? Be desperate for knowledge. No matter how good you are, as I mentioned before, people who get into the Big Four are definitely good. They're first class material, high to one, qualified, this and that. Somebody won't CFA, but be desperate for knowledge. No matter how good you are, no matter what you think you know before getting into the Big Four, there will certainly be something new to learn. So be desperate for knowledge. Make good use of the company's resources. When it comes to the channel, I'm sure there are some e-learnings, I'm sure there are some libraries, and also make good use of those resources. Do not go and feel like, oh, I know everything, and just relax. And even if you're the best graduating student, man, be open to learn, be open to get new knowledge, be able to learn from your colleagues, right? Then number 4 point, treat everybody equally with respect and dignity. Do not look down on anybody. Times turn quickly in consulting firms. So this person can be a senior today, this person will certainly become a manager. If person does not leave the firm one someday and all. So treat everybody with respect and dignity. Even those who are coming in as interns, even those who are coming in who are your subordinates today, they might not necessarily be your subordinates forever. So treat everyone with respect and dignity. Don't have an attitude, don't have a pride problem, don't be cocky generally. Don't make people begin to want to distance themselves from you. One thing you need to learn in consulting and in the Big Four is that your reputation precedes you. So people treat you based off of the perception they have of you, right? Even without meeting you, when they hear your name, don't worry, somebody must have said something about you, good, bad, ugly, whatever, before. So we are human beings, right? No matter how, yes, you are good at something, university, they say in character and in learning, it applies also in practice, right? When you're working, no matter how good you are, you don't want to have a character defect. Please do not. Always take feedbacks well, work on the feedback, always express yourself, but always be very conscious not to mistreat people. Don't be disrespectful. Thank God it's first name basis, so there's no, oh, good morning sir, or good morning ma, or uncle this or auntie this. No, it's first name basis, but learn to treat people with respect people's time. So if you have a meeting you're supposed to be in and you are running late, try to send a message, say, oh, I'm running late. Respect their time. When you are giving allocations, respect leadership. So you have an in charge in your job, you have somebody who's leading an engagement that you are involved with, and you have allocations. Work on them. If you have agreed that, oh, you should deliver this by so date and you're not able to make it, it is appropriate that you send a message ahead of time. Say, oh, please, I'm caught up with this, I might not be able to turn in this at this agreed time. Give me so and so time to send it back to you. Respect people's time, respect leadership, management, respect yourself too, man. Treat yourself with dignity. Try to look good as much as you can. You don't have to break the bank. You can just have a monthly budget for your dress allowance. Say, okay, I'm going to get a dress like a lady. I'm going to get a dress every month. I'm going to get 2 dresses every month. Have like a budget for that. Always try to look good. That's sort of respecting yourself. Yeah. Then team spirit is key. Team spirit is key. I mentioned allocation before, but really, I don't think allocations are that important, because the main thing is to get the work done, get the job done. So even if you complete your allocation today and there's still something else to be done, so far you're a member of that team, you will be involved. They can now say, okay, do this one again. Don't go and start saying, no, I've already done my allocation. No, that was not part of it. No, team spirit is key. Look out for your teammates. Don't be that pariah or that person that is different from the group. No. Forget about your differences. Oh, you're Christians or Muslims, you believe in this or you don't believe in that, or you do this or you do that. The main thing is to get the work done. So people respectfully have team spirit in everything you do. Yes, so these are like the major points I really want to share with you as you start your career. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. Be encouraged. Be encouraged, and know that, you can always reach out to people for help when you need it. Don't feel like you need to be macho all the time. When you need it, you feel free to reach out for help to people that you know can provide the help to you. Utilize all the resources provided, learning opportunities, utilize them. Be cooperative, be a team player. I wish you all the best. Till next time. This is my first career content, so I'll definitely putting out more as the time goes on. I wish you all the best, man. I wish you all the best, ladies and gentlemen.